What's up, everybody? It's Amanda Stevens for Jinx.tv, and I'm here with Red Bull Snake Eyes. What's good, fam?
Man, I'm just out here trying to win. Yes.
Yeah, you in Red Bull events, despite being a Red Bull player, is kind of tragic. Like, last year your controller broke. This year you come in second place. Like, come on, man. Anyway, so, you haven't been at a lot of events this year. And, one of the last times I talked to you, there was this Cygames Beast in front of your tag. And you're currently not with Cygames Beast. And that year, you were one of the top performing players on the team. It was like Daigo and then you. So, do you want to talk about what happened there?
Yeah, first of all, just thanks for just realizing that I was one of the top performing players on that team. And I know a lot of people, they're tripping out about the fact that, I was performing well, and then all of a sudden, I'm gone. And just to get down to the meat of it, I was basically let go of Cygames because they obviously said that they wanted to try out different players, but that's not really what happened.
So let's spill the tea. What actually happened? So as much tea as you want to spill. Yeah.
So none of this was really said in on emails or in messages or anything like that. But me and some people from Cygames, we had some problems. A specific person from
I can guess what. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, and it was just a little aggressive. Yeah, just and probably not a good long-term investment for me because of the way things were done. But yeah, that's really all I can say about it.
That's all the tea you're gonna spill. All right. Now, another thing that I've noticed when I was looking at you this year compared to last year, you have been to not that many events. And last year you were definitely a road warrior. You had some really high top finishes. This year you're 77th. You kind of need this weekend or was it Capcom's LCQ to really get in there. What happened? Like, why the fall off?
Yeah, so basically, as a lot of people have heard, it's just kind of hard to enjoy SF5. And I've been trying to just reset my mind, constantly traveling, playing this game, just training. Normally when you train, you get better at things, right? But with this game, it's not the case. It's more so, I guess you need to strengthen your strategy in the game, and on top of the strategy part, there's just a lot of gambling. So, and the fact that my character probably is the worst in the game right now.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's Vega.
That'd
be Sakura, actually.
Debatable. Yeah, but I don't know. It just felt like everything was kind of getting to me, and I just needed to take a break, because I don't know. I guess I just kind of gassed out, and I play Akuma, but I'm not an Akuma player. I'm a Zangief player. So that was another thing that hit me. One of the reasons why I started playing Street Fighter was mostly because of Zangief. The connection was pretty deep. So
I know you were asking for Kid Zangief.
Yeah, yo, kids, let's go. But yeah. And it was so weird how it all coincidentally happened, and it was just wait, all of these things just coincidentally happened. Come on, So, but the most recent thing that I'm grateful for is the patch, because I could actually feel, I could actually kind of react better, but not entirely. So, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like a really weird start of the year for you because you left Cygames. Zangief got hit with a bunch of random nerfs. It just felt like they were swinging a nerf bat around, and Zangief just kind of got hit by accident. And then you just weren't traveling as much. You were playing Abigail, but you didn't really look like you were feeling it. And then you were playing Akuma, and you didn't really look like you were feeling that either.
I feel a little more than that.
Yeah. But it was just a really weird start of the year for you. even though you did do pretty well at final round, you like top 16. So like, let's start with like one thing. What do you think needs to happen to not to make Zangief like S tier, like not to bring him to like Cammy Rashid level? Like what needs to happen to Zangief right now to like put him back where like you, Itazan, Storm Kumbo, even Stupendous goes back?
Well, the main problem is now that you have Abigail, it's like why play Zangief? You know, because not only is everything easier, but it's more effective, and except for anti-airing, really. But I think what needs to happen to Zangief is he needs to be able to combo from jab. Like, I think it's pretty ridiculous that he can't do that. And that's his main tool. Like, he doesn't have green hand anymore. Like, his lariat got, nerfed in recovery. So it's like, damn, what do I do? Just die? Like, it almost felt like a personal attack when I saw the patch notes. I was like, bruh, this has to be like a delayed April Fool's joke or something.
Somebody was like, oh man, Snake Eyes is winning.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes and Itazan are winning, so we gotta do something.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the scrubs online was just beating people, like just botting people, I don't know, but no, it's just passion mostly, like extreme passion for the character, and that was just, I played him in HD Remix, I played him in SF4. Of course, I can switch characters, but it's just not the same, and but the goal is always to win. So you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah. So the year's slowing down. I'm gonna be frank. It's not looking too good for Snake Eyes making Capcom Cup. When you have what is relatively, at least externally, a disappointing year, I think that's like a very well ways to phrase it. How do you look forward to another year? Because like last year was pretty good. The year before it was not so great, and this year was not so great. Have you just thought about maybe packing it in?
Definitely not. Like definitely not. I love being a competitor. I do enjoy competing in SF5. It's just I don't really enjoy the game that much. As a lot of pro players don't really enjoy it, even though they may say they do. But the thing is, I feel like I can still win with Akuma. Even though he doesn't really. I feel like he sort of meshes with me, but I'm just solely a Zangief player at heart. But yeah, I still enjoy. I would like to still enjoy traveling and playing a lot of people. But like I said before, I'm just trying to reset. I feel like it's more of I don't want to say rebirth, but I think I'll just keep it at reset. Yeah, okay. I feel like that's the plan for next year, and hopefully I see some buffs. But if Zangief gets nerfed next season, I'm just gonna go jump off a bridge.
But I mean, like, and I'm not trying to dig at you, but I'm surprised at how positive you're still being, because like Street Fighter V has not been your game. And while you could say that for some other pros coming over from Third Strike into Street Fighter 4, like everybody kind of hit. It seems like a lot of the other players that you were saying Street Fighter 5 wasn't their game, they hit their stride. So you got Daigo in Street Fighter 5. We're definitely not friends. And then all of a sudden, he like gave up Ryu, found Guile, and it's like he found Jesus. Yeah. But like you kind of seem to be like the last holdover of players that are still struggling to adapt to the new game. So I'm just trying to figure out, and I think a lot of fans are kind of wondering, like, how do you keep going when you like know that you're trying a bunch of different things and none of it really seems to be working?
Oh, that's a really good question, and I have the perfect answer to that, because so recently, like, I haven't been really traveling to locals. I feel like locals are really important, and I don't really have one too close to me. Also, like I live like really deep into San Francisco, like really deep in the city, so I'm not really close to that many players, so I don't really get to play them as often. So my main way of practicing is pretty much online, and that's not that stable. So yeah, it's just I feel like it's a matter of how I'm training right now, and it needs some improvement, and I definitely be back to where I was before.
It's good, though, that you recognize the problem. I think you'll see this even in sports, of players who hit roadblocks, and instead of figuring out how to, like, climb the wall, they just keep running into it, and then you burn out, right? Like you keep running into a wall. It's not coming down. You're not that big of a dude. So it's good that you like have taken the time to like self-reflect, because sometimes it can be just lip service, right? Like you can just say, oh man, no, next season that's gonna be my season. But on a more, as like a final note, me and you have talked about this a few times about like being a pro for so long. We talked about this at EVO 2017, but I kind of have a spin on it for you. So tomorrow you wake up and your doctor tells you you can't compete no more. Straight up. Your wrists are done. What does Snake Eyes do after fighting games?
I got a few things coming up. Yeah, I got some backup plans, you know. Well, first off, I've been offered like plenty of jobs, and I've declined for now, you know, because I still love competing. But if my wrists stopped working, like, I think it would be hard to even work at a different job as well. You know what I mean? Like, I think if your wrists are done, you're pretty much done. Like for any job that exists, you know. So.
All right, so specifically, your doctor just says you come down with some terminal illness that doesn't let you play fighting games.
Yeah.
Can you picture a life outside of competing?
Not really.
Not really?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, when everyone gets older, they stop competing at some point. But for now, like, I'm still good. Like, there's plenty of players a lot older than I am, you know. There's plenty of players who are more disabled than, or I'm not disabled, but they're disabled and they still play. And, you know, like Raleigh Legs, and you got some pretty like inspirational cases of that. So it's like you got to make it work, you know. But yeah, I really don't think I know how to answer that question.
All right. Is there anybody you want to thank before we end this video? Any sponsors? Any of that nonsense?
Yeah, just shout outs to Red Bull, you know, for always hanging in there, being one of the best sponsorships ever. Yeah. Don't forget. And shout outs to you know, everybody who came out and made it here. Shout outs to everyone who's coming tomorrow. Shout outs to everyone who's watching. And you know, if you wanna play the game, you gotta come out. You know, you can't just stay at home all the time. You gotta come out and enjoy the scene while it's still here.
All right, and everybody, make sure you tune in to more great content from Jinx TV.